This video explores historical events and local folklore. Viewer discretion is advised. In Hong Kong, there's a place with a name that makes locals uneasy. Wan Tau, in Cantonese. This literally means transport heads pond. Not transport goods. Not transport rice. Heads, you might think. Well, that's just a coincidence. A weird name. But here's what unsettles people. This name existed before World War II, long before. It came from Hong Kong's pottery industry, transporting ceramic goods down the river. Nothing sinister at all. But then, history happened, and a harmless name became a prophecy. Today, we're exploring one of Hong Kong's most persistent urban legends, and the dark historical coincidence that gave it life. Let me take you back to December 25th, 1941. Hong Kong fell to the Japanese Empire. For the next 3 years and 8 months, the city endured brutal occupation. In the Tai Po district, where Wan Tau Tong is located, the Japanese established a Kempitai station. That's military police. According to historical records, they were stationed on high ground overlooking the valley. The Kempitai weren't ordinary soldiers. They handled interrogations, surveillance, and punishment of suspected resistance members. Now, here's where history meets geography. The Kempitai station was positioned at a higher elevation. Below it, in the lolling valley, sat Wan Tau Tong. Back then, just farmland, fish ponds, and scattered villages. According to local oral history, not official records, but stories passed down by older residents. There were rumors that executions took place in the area. And because of the terrain, some believed that bodies or remains were transported downhill for disposal. No official historical documents confirm these claims. This is based on local folklore. Whether this actually happened, we don't know. Archives from the occupation are incomplete. Many records were destroyed. But the story stuck, and it merged with the village's name in a way that still haunts the area today. To understand why this legend persists, you need to understand Chinese beliefs about death. In traditional Chinese culture, how you die determines what happens to your spirit. A peaceful death, with proper burial and rituals, your spirit moves on. But a violent death, especially execution or murder, that creates what we call a ligoi, a vengeful spirit. Someone who died with unfinished business, with anger, with pain. And if that person was beheaded, it's even worse. In Chinese folklore, the head is where your consciousness resides. Without it, you're incomplete. You can't move on to the afterlife. You're stuck, trapped between worlds, eternally searching for what was taken from you. These spirits are called Mo Tao Guai, headless ghosts. And according to belief, they endlessly wander the place they died, looking for their missing heads. Now, combine this cultural belief with a village literally named Transport Heads Pond, a history of Japanese occupation, stories of wartime executions, and geography that suggests downhill transportation. you can see how the legend found. Whether it's true or not, the fear is real. Fast forward to 1980. The Hong Kong government built a massive public housing estate on this land. Wan Tau Tong Estate. Thousands of residents, modern concrete towers, parking garages, playgrounds, but the name remained. And so did the stories. Because, according to feng shui principles, traditional Chinese geomancy, the estate has an unusual problem. It's built in a low valley, surrounded by higher ground on three sides. In feng shui, this creates what's called trapped energy formation. Energy, or in this case, spirits, flows in, but has difficulty flowing out. Feng shui masters who've analyzed the area say if this land truly was a place of violent death, the spirits would still be there. The geography itself traps them. Feng shui is a traditional belief system, not scientifically verified. So what do residents report? According to online forums, social media posts, and local storytelling, several types of experiences get repeated over the years. The sound of wooden wheels. Multiple residents across different decades have reported hearing a distinct sound late at night. The creaking of wooden cartwheels on pavement. Creak, creak, creak. Some say it comes from the parking areas. Others say near the riverside paths. Always between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., what Chinese culture calls the ghost hour, when yin energy is strongest. The white figure. Another recurring story involves a figure in white clothing, seen walking through common areas at night. But according to witnesses, something is wrong with the silhouette. The head appears to be missing or obscured. In several versions of the story, people who encountered this figure feel an overwhelming urge to run, even though the figure never approached them directly. Don't kick my head. Perhaps the most chilling recurring element is a phrase some claim to hear. Beat tek ingo dik tau, spoken in Cantonese. Quietly, as if someone is searching the ground in the dark. These are unverified accounts shared online and through word of mouth. We cannot confirm their authenticity. There's an important rule in Chinese ghost culture. Gindu mo hou yin. If you see it, don't acknowledge it. The belief is, ghosts exist in a parallel space. They can't interact with you unless you acknowledge them first. Don't look directly at them. Don't speak to them. Don't answer if they call your name. Because once you acknowledge them, they know you can see them. And then they can follow you. Older residents in Taipo still teach this to their children. Whether they truly believe it or just as cultural tradition, it's hard to say. But the warning persists. So is Wan Tau Tong really haunted? There is no scientific evidence. No documented paranormal investigation has proven anything supernatural. The stories could be psychological. The power of suggestion, combined with a name that primes people to expect something frightening. Or they could be genuine experiences that people struggle to explain. What we know for certain: the name Wan Tau Tong existed before World War II. Originating from pottery transport, the area was occupied by Japanese forces from 1941 to 1945. Local oral history suggests the area saw violence during occupation. The estate has been associated with ghost stories for over 40 years. Similar stories appear across multiple generations. Whether the spirits are real, or whether it's the power of cultural memory and a cursed name, that's for you to decide. But if you ever visit Hong Kong, and you find yourself in Tai Po late at night, and you hear the sound of something rolling in the dark, remember the rule. Don't acknowledge it, because some names carry weight, and some places remember